Good morning or good afternoon, Dave the insurance guy. Before I get into the video of Lee Harvey Oswald attempting to shoot a Army general, I want to share with you what I've done this Saturday morning. Friday, I had an insurance appointment where I had to drive 80 miles. Well, this bumper on the back, and I think this is common on a lot of cars, was just flopping away, just drive you nuts. What I did is I went and got an old shoestring, a tough old leather one, and I tied up the bumper. And today it's as solid as it can be, and that's solved the problem. Okay, did you know that Oswald actually shot 4 people? Tried to shoot 5 that we know of, but he shot 4. We all know he shot President Kennedy. The second individual was Governor Conley. He was in the car, the motorcade. The third person, about an hour and a half later, was Officer J.D. Tippett. Eyewitnesses actually saw him shoot the officer. But a little known fact, the fourth person was himself by accident. While he was in the Marines, he shot himself by accident. So there you go. Lee Harvey Oswald has gone down in history as shooting 4 individuals. Now let's go in the house and finish up this video, and I'll see you at the top. Okay, thanks for tuning in today. This is General Edwin Walker. He was an Army general. I believe that's a major general, 2 stars. A little known fact, Lee Harvey Oswald tried to assassinate the general April the 10th, 1963. This is 7 months before he assassinated President Kennedy. General Walker was a right-wing extremist. In fact, Oswald called him Hitler. He thought he would save the world a lot of grief if he kills Walker. General Edwin Walker. Here's Lee and Marina as a young married couple. This is Marina holding June. June was the firstborn. Marina ended up testifying before the Warren Commission about Oswald's actions on April the 10th, 1963. This is the Warren Commission. It's a 7-member panel mixed between Democrats and Republicans, a mixture of conservatives and liberals that President Johnson appointed. This fellow on the left you may recognize. This is Congressman Gerald Ford of Michigan, who later became President of the United States after Nixon resigned. And now this is the testimony Marina gave before the Warren Commission. Mr. Rankin was an investigator for the commission, and he asked as to the day of the shooting, and then Marina is Mrs. Oswald. She said it was the middle of the week. Did he give any further explanation of what had happened that evening? She said when he fired, he did not know whether he hit Walker or not. He didn't take the bus from there. He ran several kilometers and then took the bus. And he turned on the radio and listened, but there were no reports. The next day he bought a paper, and there it read it was the only chance that saved Walker's life. If he had not moved, he might have been killed. Then Mr. Rankin asked, did he comment on that at all? He said only that he had taken very good aim, that it was just chance that caused him to miss. He was very sorry he did not hit him. Nice guy, huh, folks? I asked him to give me his word that he would not repeat anything like that. I said that this chance shows that he must live and that he should not be shot at again. I told him that I would save the note and that if anything like that should be repeated again, I would go to the police and I would have proof in the form of that note. Oswald said he would not repeat anything like that again. Well, we all know that 7 months later, he did exactly that, except this time he was successful in assassinating President Kennedy. Now let's bring in some footage of General Walker talking about the shooting the very next day.
Evening, someone fired a single shot through the window of General Walker's study.
Looking the situation over, back there 40 steps behind me is
General Walker survived to tell what happened.
a bullet crashed through the window and just missed me. And it felt much grit and dirt in my hair, and my arm was laying on the desk, and it was bleeding in 3 places, which turned out to be fragments from the shell casing.
I'd like to show you some pictures now. At the end of Walker's video there's a brief glimpse of the back alley. Anyway, this is Walker's house as it looks today. This is located at 4011 Turtle Creek Boulevard, Dallas, Texas. It's located in a Park Cities part of town, a very nice part of Dallas. This is right next to the house. This is a little alleyway that leads up towards back of Walker's house. To the right there was a Mormon church back in the day. I've driven up this little lane many times getting pictures and doing research. I believe they got tired of people doing that, and looks like they've put a sign up now, do not enter. This is the back of the house as it looked back in 1963. This would have been Oswald's view of the back of the home. I believe this is a police photo. It looks like they've torn out the license plate number on the 1957 Chevy. This would be 40 paces out the back door, as General Walker said in the video. And now here's a bird's eye view of above Walker's house. Out front there you see Turtle Creek Boulevard, and then that area across the street where the trees are, that's a really nice park-like area, and you can actually see Turtle Creek flowing through there. Again, affluent part of Dallas, really nice. Let's see here. Top of the picture X in the green box, that's where the Mormon church stood back in the day. The green arrow leading up the pathway was where I would drive my car up and park. Towards the back, the red line represents the fence where Oswald would have stood. The blue line is the alleyway behind Walker's house. And it looks like they're doing a lot of work on this section of property now, making many changes. Progress, friends, progress. This is Lieutenant Day holding a rifle. It's a 6.5 Mannlicher Carcano rifle that Oswald used to shoot at Walker, and the same rifle he used to assassinate President John F. Kennedy, November 22nd, 1963. Friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just love making them. The JFK assassination is one of my favorite subjects. I've studied it since 1988. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you at the top, friends.